flagman gives them the green. Here we go. George Gilbert still at the top of the board.
That's a 15-second lap there. They got to shoot for that 15.813.
Yep.
See if somebody can get that. Three's a little tricky down there, looks like. They have a little bit of problem getting through three.
Yeah,
the caution.
The 6, I think something happened on there.
Yeah.
He was slow rolling around the top and slowed the field down, so the flagman did the courtesy and threw out the yellow flag on that one. That'll help these guys out. I know it slowed them down there a little bit as we had the car exiting the speedway. We're going to start back with the 24G of Jacob Gregory. He'll take the green flag. And 18 of Heath Williams in that white lettered 18 machine. Just a minute ago, Jake Lusenberg looked like he was making good time down the backstretch. We'll see how that happens this time around. He'll take it up to the top of the racetrack as he spins around 3 and 4 to the flag stand. And Lusenberg to the top of the chart. But it's not held for very long. Hunter Breeland comes down, and it's about a half a second quicker. 15.092 for the 21B. Here comes Breeland again. Let's see if he's able to improve that time. He does, a 14.834. My goodness gracious, Jay Lusenberg, a 15.351, a 15.813 for the third place car of George Gilbert. So a second difference between first and third. My goodness.
He had that longhorn rolling, didn't he?
Yes, he did. That 21B was on a rail. Hunter Breeland raced most of this year down at Hattiesburg Speedway. He's been a few other racetracks as well. There comes Powell.
See, the old Iceman's here with us tonight in the modifieds. Noah Dasbit.
Yeah, that's 18 Rutherford, and then it's Donald Johns in the C66. There's Iceman in the 34, Noah Dasbit, and the 9 machine of Brian Powell. That's Eli Thomas, I believe, in this 19 right there. Got a little bit of smoke coming out of the back of it. That's Rutherford that they're looking on the screen at, the 18 of Rutherford. Oh, the 66 of Johns spins it out up in turn number 2. That'll bring out a caution flag. Yeah, here's the replay. I think he did it all on his own.
Just watch and see what happens there as he goes into one. Just got a little bit loose there. Can't hang on to it. Donald Johns. There's the Iceman, the 34 car. Noah Dasbit down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Another time to beat a 14.834. Let's see if Iceman can top that time as he goes straight up the racetrack into the back stretch. Watch the 34 as he glides it around 3 and 4, coming to the flag stand. We'll check his time. And up to second, a 15.3 flat for Noah Dasbit. Brian Powell found the 4th spot. Eli Thomas now in the 5 spot. Oh, Rutherford climbed the fence, hit the wall, and headed back in the right direction again. Uh-oh.
He lost some sheet metal, looked like, in that.
Yeah, a little bit of debris come out of the back of the 18 there.
Debris.
Debris. French for junk.
Yeah.
That's Murphyism number 1.
Breeland, fast hot rod there. The Iceman second, Lusenberg, Johns, Powell, your top 5. As the next group, Chris, comes our way.
Yeah, the 40 car. Let's see who that is. That is Stanley Moore. There's Michael Davis in the 7D. The Pedal Mississippi driver, Scooby-Doo K9, Robert Cassada. There's the 25 of Toby Hodge. The Hodge Sawdust machine. And the 5 of Jerry Venable.
See Chase Holland here with us tonight as well, the 45 car. He's been doing some double duty action as well in the crate late models and the open wheel modifieds. There's Robert Casta, K9 with Scooby-Doo. going down the back straightaway there.
Time to beat 14.834. Noah Daspit set down on 15.145.
He's close, but no cigar.
Yeah, still about 3/10 off. So Jay Lusenberg, a 15.351, a 15.450 for Donald Johns. That's a heck of a recovery. He's got him a fast hot rod.
And Toby Hodge riding in a white car. I had never seen him ride the white car before. Five car struggling down in turn 3, Venable.
Yep, Donald Johns sits in that 4 spot. Michael Davis has found the 5 spot on the 7D. And caution on the speedway is Toby Hodge. Now moves into the 3rd spot.
I've never seen Toby in a white 25.
It's been a while, man. Most of the time he's in a red car, for sure. It's been, I think that MD Customs car that they had a few years ago was a white one.
Uh-oh. The thriller, K. Dillard.
K. Dillard.
Headed our way.
Yeah, and Chase Holland.
Chase Holland there.
He's a big name all around. Got a cool YouTube channel.
That 97. He's pretty fast. But he's won several big races this year.
Well, and he's our defending winner in the modified class from last year as well. So
watch that number 1 spot there. It might be go to the 97 here in a minute.
And Scott Ladner, he's teammates with Hunter Breeland, so that should be a fast hot rod as well. I think that may be Kevin Cumbie in the 14.
Watch him.
All eyes on Dillard. Well, Holland's going to cross the start-finish line first. Holland should be at the top 5. He's a former winner here, won back in, I believe, 2022.
Dillard goes to the 2nd spot. He's got a little bit to go to catch Breeland.
And the white flag. Chase finds his way to the 6th spot. K. Dillard not able to improve that time of 14.838, which he's knocking on the door now. 4 thousandths of a second difference there.
The caution is out. He did it.
He did it.
Dillard to the top of the board.
I tell you what, 14.720.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that is it. So Cade Dillard comes in and sets the fast time. 14.720. Hunter Breeland, Chase Holland, Noah Daspit, and Scott Ladner round out the top 5. I told you that Ladner car was going to be fast. He knocked Toby Hodge off the board. Then it's Hodge, Lusenberg, Johns, Davis, Powell, and Thomas. Up next is going to be the 602 Sportsman late model class. I believe we've got quite a few of those cars. Let's see. 33 of them. That's right. 33. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Corey. What you doing, bud? Good to see you, man. Yes, sir.
Freight Racing USA Sportsman cars. You should be in staging, ready to go, guys. Freight Racing USA Sportsman cars. You should be ready to go. Look like you are on pit road. Factory stock cars, be getting them ready. Factory stock cars, be getting them ready. You will be right behind the Sportsman.
Well, they're doing a little bit of track prep. So we're going to let them do a little bit of track prep. Of course, we've got T-shirts for sale downstairs, guys. We've got Snow Biz open for business. We've got all kinds of merchandise and merchants downstairs. Some cool merch trailers. We've got Spencer Hughes' merch trailer downstairs. We've got the Callahans. We've got Ashton Winger. I believe the Reaper. He has his stand as well. Well, there's Eric Mazingo. And that Hassel Scott Bloomquist throwback machine. There's the 36 of TJ McInnes. We've got Dustin Hughes out here in the X2. The 13 machine of Easton Bollinger and Devin Watley in the C4. I like those wheel covers on Eric Mazingo's ride. They're groovy. Here is the 2 machine of Dustin Hughes. And Easton Bollinger going to climb into that shot there. All right, well, Dustin Hughes sits at the top of the speed chart at 13.973. Mazingo 14.100. And Easton Bollinger and Devin Watley. And TJ McInnes rounded out the field. There's the 54, Chase Pennington. In that Henderson machine, the 17 of Jarrett Jones. Okay, so they have a mix-up, I believe, here on the 54. That's right, Chase does drive a white 54. There's Andy Pippin in the 87, the 111 of Randy Boyd. And the 17 of Jarrett Jones. No. Yeah. Pippin with, I believe, a brand new race car, at least for him, after a big flip here back at the World Championship race on the Friday night. So they got a new hot rod. Brett White to the top of the board. That's who's in that car. It's Brett White in the 54. So they got that figured out. It is numbered on the screen as the 44 car, but it's actually the 54 car. Andy Pippin second on the speed charts. And Dustin Hughes, Eric Mazingo, Jarrett Jones round out your top 5 as we get ready for the next set to come out. Here's the 95 of Blake McNeil. Chase Pennington in that white machine, just as we have suspected there. Sometimes we get caught reading the monitor. Jeff Holloway is going to be in the 11 machine. Speedy. And the 1J of Josh Mosley, Hunter McIntyre in the 05.
Chris, we need those factory stock cars to staging. Factory stock cars, you need to start taking them to staging.
Hunter McIntyre out of Stewart, Mississippi in the 05 machine. Colorful race car there, GRT. Here comes Lightning McQueen. And Lightning McQueen sits in the 8 spot. Factory stock cars. Y'all be lining up, guys. So McNeil up to the 7 spot. Pennington now in the 6th position as he starts to climb the speed board. And that's where they'll sit. Top 5, Brett White, Andy Pippin, Dustin Hughes, Eric Mazingo, and Jarrett Jones, your top 5. Man, I love that shot in the staging lanes. I've never seen that shot right there before.
It helps you to figure out what's coming next. That's a really good idea right there. Hunt the Front does one heck of a job with these streamers.
I tell you, Ross, the only thing that I think I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that big 75-inch screen TV and just sit it right here in front of me, and we're going to run that monitor on a 75-inch screen TV. That way it's big enough so we can tell what's going on. But other than that, I have no complaints. There's the 51. Just need a bigger television. 51 of Kobe Pons. Of course, he finished 2nd in the Sports Late Model Championship. There's Cody Cook in the 20C. Austin Howley in the 14. And the 17... Well, there's the 24, Bobby Link. So, and caution on the speedway. It looks like the flagman may have found a little debris there on the racetrack. They're pointing at something. I do see something orange over here on the straightaway.
What did they find? Some French junk?
Yeah, they found some of that junk from France. There we go. Oh, goodness. That didn't look like a big piece of debris, but when he picked it up, it's a little bit bigger than what it looked.
A nail will put a flat, make you have a flat, though.
Yeah. Yep. Don't take much. And these Hoosiers are not cheap.
Absolutely not.
Cody Cook is in that 20C. I think we forgot to say his name. But Bobby Link, we'll keep our eye on him in the 24. Green flag is out. So, Kobe Pons almost had that championship, finished 2nd. Raced Josh Parkerson quite a few times right here at this racetrack. Uh-oh, we got a spinner in the infield. Watch out there, photographers. There's the 2 machine.
W2.
W2. Bobby Link takes it up to the top of the racetrack. Green flag. Here we go. Brett White sits at the top of the speed board at 13.809. Andy Pippin sits 2nd at 13.918. Kobe Pons has found the 5 spot. Can he start climbing? Link. And the white flag. Pons has found the 4th position on the speed board. 14.008. And that'll do it with that set. Get ready to roll out the next group of cars. I believe Fredrickson in the 1776 machine. Then it's the G4, William Grace. Zach Owens pulling double duty here tonight in the 8Z. Alan Edwards in the 60 machine. And the 6. The 7-6 of Kervin Thomas Jr. Green flag. Here we go. There's Zach Owens on the monitor. Alan Edwards in the 60. Alan Edwards, a top 10 finisher in the national points. There's Thomas Jr. in the 7-6. No change to the top of the board, though. Fredrickson finds the 10 spot. And caution on the speedway. No change. All right. Rolling out the next group. Josh Parkinson, the 127. Mickey Trosclair behind the wheel of the KC1. Cash Money Sharp race car. M4 Fox McLeod. Ellie Mae Callahan in the 9 machine is D.G. Hawkins, I believe, in the 96. D.G. Hawkins in the 96. And looks like Mickey Trosclair. I believe that's going to be a fast hot rod. We'll keep our eye on him, and they jump over to Fox McLeod real quick. Trosclair in the KC1. We'll see how fast he's able to climb that leaderboard. Trosclair up to the 22nd spot. That's only the first lap there. Hawkins able to find something. He's into the 6th position. Not quite able to get it on the board there, but good enough for 6th to 14.137. So as it rolls, Brett White, 13.809, the time to beat. Andy Pippin, 13.918. Justin Hughes, Kobe Pons, and Eric Mazingo round out your top 5. Then DJ Hawkins, Cody Cook, Jarrett Jones, Hunter McIntyre, and Sam McLeod. Next up on the list is Bailey Callahan. This should be the last of them. David Todd, Junior Pierce, out on the racetrack. Keep your eye on Bailey Callahan. He should have a fast hot rod. And Callahan is the 77. Pierce up. Callahan, 4th on the speed chart, a 13.984. Can he get it any better? In the 20 machine, that Capital race car. 13.984, looking for a 13.809 to beat. Callahan comes across the start-finish line. And he's made his way to 2nd, a 13.815, 6 thousandths of a second off from Brett White. So Brett White looks like he's going to try to defend that 2023 Fall Classic Championship as he sits on the pole here tonight. Bailey Callahan 2nd, Andy Pippin 3rd, Dustin Hughes 4th, Kobe Pons in the 5th spot. Then it's Mazingo, D.G. Hawkins, Cody Cook, Jarrett Jones, and Hunter McIntyre, your top 10. Getting ready for the factory stock cars. Man, 47 of them, I swear. Where do these cars come from? Just glad to have them. 42 of them, as a matter of fact, on the entry list.
42 factory stocks here. Attention in the pit area. We need the Coors Light super late model cars to make your final adjustments. Get ready to go out for your qualifying coming up. We need the Coors Light super late model cars to make your final adjustments, guys. You will line up right behind the factory stock cars for your qualifying here. So be getting them ready, guys.
All right, Josh last sister out of Summerdale, Alabama, on the racetrack first. It's going to be David James behind the wheel of the 111 Wayne Metters machine. It's Dalton Morrison out of Freeport, Florida, in the 11M. Austin Rogers, the Crystal Springs, Mississippi driver. And it's Blaze Chatham, Wild Thing, in the 14B out of Florence, Mississippi. So we're hearing a little something from the tool shed down there. We're not going to make anything, any announcements right now, but keep our eyes on my race pass and lineups. There may be something going on. There's David James, boy, he's been out here a long time. Crazy to see him go out here, and he must be just now getting used to the race car there because David's been around a long time. He just lost it there going through the corner.
That's what you call spinning out.
You see that rear tire there, though.
He's still spinning.
Yes, sir. Never let out of the throttle.
That replay there on the 111. Wayne Metters usually drives that car, right?
Yeah, and he's drove it most of this year. I think he's had a couple of fill-in drivers. Wayne's getting on up there now. He's one of our originals. He's been around here a long time.
What are you calling him, old or something?
Well, I think he calls himself old. Oh. I think Old Man Garage, something like that. That may be Bill Moffitt there. I think that's Old Bill. There's Blaze Chatham. I tell you what, this kid is hungry. He's made a couple of mistakes out here and cost him a win. And, boy, he bounced right back, got him a top 3 finish at the World Championship race. He's hungry. He wants to get him a big one here. Austin Rogers, he's no stranger to big races. Big wins here at the House of Hook. '85, Dalton Morrison. Dalton comes to us out of Freeport, Florida. Well, that's saying he's the one in the 11 car, that black and white letter number 11. It's Josh Lassiter in the 85. Time to beat right now is Austin Rogers, a 16.426 for the 1R. Crystal Springs, Mississippi driver. There's the checkered flag. So Chatham sits second on the speed board. Then it's David James, Dalton Morrison, and Josh Lassiter. Out next, it's the 9 machine. That is going to be Chandler May. T.J. Nichols in the 19. That's James Bradshaw in the old Charles Berg 7-Eleven throwback. Preston Johnson in the 68, driver out of Millport, Alabama. And the LT3, Leslie Brown. All eyes on the 7-Eleven. Checking the 7-Eleven. James Bradshaw. Now they go to Preston Johnson in the 68. That's Leslie Brown in the LT3. I tell you what, that's a sharp-looking hot rod right there. And that's the way I like them factory stocks when they look like that. Caution on the speedway. T.J. Nichols has found Calamity Corner. He is facing traffic up in turn number 2. May need a push truck. Looks like he has stalled the race car. You're going to have to go up. No, he fired it up. He refired it. Boys, hard to see. It's hard to find these old Leaf Spring Camaros anymore. Hard to believe this. 15, 20 years ago, that's all we've seen out here. Now it's hard to find. Here's the green flag. Oh, Nichols, he's just looking for a good run here tonight. And the green is out. There's TJ in the 19. David Minor giving him a chance to race his race car. And the caution is out. James Bradshaw has found the leaderboard up to the 4th position in the 7-Eleven. Preston Johnson in the 5 spot, the Millport, Alabama driver. '95 of Dylan Wilson. And it's the 3 machine of Terry Taylor. Kay Dean in the T60. And Macy Renee in the 23, and Josh Holbrook. Holbrook's had a fast hot rod here a couple of times. He's just ran into issues. Dylan Wilson in the 95. We'll see what he can come up with as the 3 machine closes in quickly. So the 3 car, he is up on the board. He gets pushed out real quick. That Kay Dean in the T60 machine finds his way in the 3rd position. Josh Holbrook has now found the 5th spot with a 17.072. Here's the white flag. Now the board is moving. Kay Dean in the 3rd spot. Terry Taylor now in the 4th position. And Macy Renee, the YouTube TikTok star, she is was in the top 5. Now she's fell back to the 6th position as Terry Taylor reclaims that spot. Now Terry Taylor and Kay Dean switching positions, 3 and 4. Man, this is a fast group out here. Fast group of cars this time by. So Kay Dean and Terry Taylor and Josh Holbrook all found their way to the leaderboard. Macy Renee sits in the 6th position. This is David James, Bradshaw, Preston Johnson, and Leslie Brown, your top 10. Rolling out the next group.
While we're getting ready for this group here, super late model cars, you should be taking them to staging for your qualifying. Coors Light, super late model cars to staging for your hot qualifying.
It's Dustin Ryle in the 37, Matt Joseph in the 89, Justin King in the 182, Jeff Butler in the 2 machine, and it looks like Corey Dillard in the D3. A little bit of smoke coming out of the rear end of that D3 machine. A whole lot of smoke that time. There's the 182 of Justin King on the screen. Driver comes to us out of Louisiana. Ethel, Louisiana driver. And Jeff Butler has found the 2nd position. A 16.524. Let's keep our eye on that machine. The 2 car of Butler not able to take that top spot. It's still Rogers. One more time around. There's the 2 machine on the screen. We're going to follow him to the flag stand. Oh, just not enough, man. Not enough. The time to beat was a 16.426. He had a 16.524 on his first lap, a 16.628 and a 16.972 on the next 2 laps. So, Kay Dean, I should say, is in the 4th position. Terry Taylor in the 5 spot. Blaze Chatham, Jeff Butler, Austin Rogers, your top 3.
Once again, Coors Light, super late model cars. You need to be in staging, guys, for your qualifying. You know, Terry Taylor, talking about him, this is only the 2nd time he's ever sit in that car.
Are you serious? Wow.
That's a borrowed ride.
Oh, okay. So we got Clint Crawford in the 12J. The double nickel of Brandon Lesert. That's the Guntown Gunner in the 16 machine. Nathan Page. And Corey Gann in the G1. He's your 2022 Fall Classic winner. Champion. So Terry Taylor, fresh off the market, 2nd race ever, huh? In this car, okay. Oh, the 12J slides up the racetrack. And the checkered comes out. No change to the top 5. I don't believe any change in the top 10, so a little bit slower group. Nonetheless, we'll bring out the next set. There's the A7 crossing the start-finish line. Factory stock cars, if you're not in the staging lanes, you are late. Got Doug Todd, Nathan Rayner, Scooter Ware, freaking fast Aiden Fletcher, and Blake Steele should be out on the racetrack next. Blake Steele, your winner of the Factory Stock Pure Stock Challenge race. Huh? Was the winner of the Southern Street Stock Nationals Factory Stock Pure Stock Challenge race. Blake Steele was. He comes to us out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Nathan Rayner out of Florence, Mississippi. Scooter Ware, of course, out of West Point, Mississippi. We're thinking about Miss Ware. Ware's for the Ware family. Doug Todd. He's my neighbor. Lives about 3 houses down from me. Nathan Rayner in the 1 machine. Scooter Ware, freaky fast. Aiden Fletcher in the 14. Blake Steele in the 11. This is a good group right here, Ross. We should see some guys make it up on the top of the board there.
Yeah, this car, some fast cars in this group right here. There's old freaky fast Aiden Fletcher in the 14. He's won some big races here at Whynot.
Yes, and I remember you telling me that kid was coming, and boy, when he made the stage, he did. He showed up fast.
Scooter's won some races here. I mean,
yeah, and a championship. Yeah. He won the street stock track champion back a few years ago before he went to factory stock. Did it in a pickup truck.
He did.
Yep. Well, I was excited about this group. Scooter Ware now has found the top 5. He got a 16.892 on the board. Steele, checking him out. There's Todd on the screen. So Scooter Ware found the 4th position, but no change in the rest. It's still Austin Rogers, a 16.426. Jeff Butler, 16.524. Blaze Chatham, Scooter Ware, K. Dean, your top 5. Terry Taylor, Fletcher, Hallbrook, Macy Renee, and David James round out your top 10 so far. Get on down the list.
40, how many of these?
42, I believe.
42 of them.
Kane Butler out there in the 2X.
Lee and Riley Ray there in the 2 car.
Mark Collinhead in the 430. That's Rob Biffany in the 33. It says Lee Ray, but I don't see Lee Ray. Is Lee Ray out there?
Yeah, in that gray number 2, him and Riley. Riley rides and Lee drives.
Oh, okay. I hear you. And the 555 of Tony Cantrell. I'm so used to seeing Lee Ray in a red race car, it caught me off guard there.
He don't own none of that no more.
Okay.
He's factory stock racing.
Factory stock racing. Has he still got the hauler?
Yeah, still got his hauler.
That is the coolest hauler in dirt track racing. Butler used oil on the side of that machine as Kane Butler crosses the start-finish line, sitting in the 9th position. Hollinghead's found the 17th spot. Lee Ray. So Rob Biffany in that 33 throwback. That's old Skull Bandit looking car. He has found 4th on the speed charts. So Austin Rogers, Jeff Butler, Blaze Chatham, Rod Biffany, and Scooter Ware now share the leaderboard. Bill Johnston, I believe, in that B3. Bryce Mosley in the 4 machine. That's one of the best paint schemes I've seen all year. Jody Guest in the 53X. That is bad boy Billy Walker. Well, I ain't going to say the bad word. I have a couple of times, but Black flag, there you go. Bring it back old school. Now, there ain't a racetrack he ain't got black flagged at, that's for sure. Oh, Lord. Yeah, some people gave me a hard time about saying bad, yeah. So I'm going to let it slide. Hey, there's kids watching. I tell you what, that Bryce Mosley, man, I've watched him several times now. He's got a very familiar paint scheme there. Of course, kind of reminds you of the old Wrangler car. He's up to 11th. Not seeing any change in the leaderboard. So Mosley has found himself in the 11th position. Maybe he can get a little bit more this time. No, not enough. The top 5 stays unchanged. Austin Rogers, Jeff Butler, Blaze Chatham, Biffany, and Ware. Top 5.
Once again, Group A, super late model cars to staging. You're coming up next for your qualifying. Group A, super late model cars. The Coors Light super late model cars. Group number A, you are next for your qualifying.
Well, there's a guy that's been in retirement for about 8 years or 6 years. Oh, the hammer, Matt Haney. Yeah, Matt, I think that, I don't know where they had that car parked. It looks just like it did last time I raced. Yeah. Yeah, glad to have him the hammer back, though. I tell you what, he was one of those drivers. He kind of, he won a chance to race a race car, and then he loved it so much he went and bought one and raced full time for about 3 or 4 years, and we didn't see him anymore, but he must have got the itch because here he is again. I wonder if that's the same tires on that thing that was. That's right. So that's going to be it. And Haney's going to have to find a little bit more speed in that hot rod. Now, I tell you what, these factory styles have changed quite a bit since the last time he was out here.
Yeah, taking a look over in the pit area. That's where the pit area over behind the wall there.
Well,
a lot of people watching.
We're getting views that I don't think you and I have ever seen from this.
Oh, I love
this
it.
Position.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like the flagman's going to leave the flag stand for a minute. So
taking a little old light break here.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're going to have the Coors Light Super Late Model qualifying.
They are coming up next, Mr. Creighton. That's right. This is Group A. Group A of the Coors Light Super Late Model cars coming out next for their qualifying laps. Who will get the $100 Fast Time Award in Group A tonight? We're going to find that out here in just a little bit. Will be a feature and a B feature tonight. 30 laps of distance, $3,000 to the winner. A lot of racing tonight. Tomorrow night, complete different show for these super late model cars. They'll do it all over again tomorrow night. They'll run 60 laps tomorrow night for $20,000. So Group A, super late model cars, if you are not in staging, you are late. You need to be there for your qualifying. Group A, super late model cars, the Coors Light super late model cars, you need to be in staging. Group A for your qualifying. It is coming up next.
Well, race fans, it's a perfect time to stop by the concession stands. Go get your fixings at Peggy's Kitchen. Man, we've got it. If you want it, we've got it. Cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, popcorn, all the fixings at Peggy's Kitchen. Don't forget to walk out the door without the ice-cold Coca-Cola. I want to thank the sponsors that have come on board for us here this weekend, including MD Metals, Maple's One Stop Shop, Sublimited, College Park Auto, also Booker Electric out there on the fence. We've got Southern Tire Mart, J. Dickens Racing Engines, Queen City Truck Stop, Waters International, Slay Steel, College Park Auto, Advanced Logistics, Charlie Bedingfields, Booker Electric, Hoosier Tire, Jackson Industrial Service, MD Metals, Maple's One Stop Shop, once again, Magnolia Beverage. Go check out Magnolia Beverage. We've got two beer shacks opened up, one on the front stretch, one on the back stretch. They're serving a little bit more than just beer here tonight. They've got all kinds of fixings, Miller Lite, Coors Banquet. Yingling Flight, Jack and Cola. Jack and Cola Zero Sugar, Twisted Tea, High Noon Peach, Truly Red and White, 3 True, Red Bull. They have Red Bull with Vanilla Berry, also a sugar-free amber, and don't forget to pick up your free sample of your 7-Up Shirley Temple. They also have that served in zero sugar.
All right, Chris, looks like it's ready. You race fans ready to see 50 qualifiers head to the Speedway? It's going to be Mark Clifton out of Bruton, Alabama. There, the 11 cars he has down the back straightaway. And the Reaper, Ryan Guston. He comes to us from Marshalltown, Iowa, with a J. Dickens powered entry as he comes around as well. 2 cars, 2 laps. Who'll be the J. Dickens Racing Engine's fastest car?
I don't know why.
13,266 there for Clifton. The Reaper goes 13,388. Clifton remains with the 13,266. Let's see if Guston picks it up. Goes to the top of the board, 13,021. For the Reaper, the Marshalltown, Iowa driver. Coming up next will be the 02 car, Stephen Brantley. He comes to us from Monroeville, Alabama. And the 81J car, that's going to be Jack Riggs. He's out of Nolensville, Tennessee. Brantley and Riggs on the screen here. Nolensville, Tennessee driver, Monroeville, Alabama driver. Let's see what kind of digits they'll put up on the scoreboard here as they come around for their first lap of qualifying. Brantley 13,599. Riggs will take that third spot with that 13,432. Let's see if they pick it up this time by. Here they come, the checkered flag. They'll remain in their same spots. Guston still atop the board, 13,021 the time to beat. Bo Slay will be in the 2 car out of Milton, Florida, along with the Hammer, Dean Carpenter. He comes to us out of Coldwater, Mississippi, the 51C car. Rocket XR1 car, J. Dickens Power, one of the hood of the 51 car of Carpenter. Brantley. Bo Slay on the clock in the 2 car as Carpenter goes through turn 1 and 2. As Slay comes through 3 and 4. Here they come. Digits on the scoreboard. 4th quick, 13,375 for Slay. Carpenter, 13,837. He'll be 6th quick so far out of Group A. $13,599 for Brantley. Carpenter moved to the 5th spot with that 13,569. As our next 2 comes our way, will be the 51 car, Chad Tootton. He's out of Blackshear, Georgia. And Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley in the 14M car out of Longview, Texas. Clements powered 14M car of Bagley. Rocket XR1. Blackshear, Georgia's Chad Tootton. More bags. Morgan Bagley, PMW sales sponsored. XR1 Rocket. Bagley, 5th quick. 13,467. See if Bagley picks it up this time by. He'll go to the 4th spot with a 13,330. 8th quick for the 51 of Tootton. Coming up next will be the 10 car. That'll be Milton, Florida's Joseph Joyner. And the 74X car, Bakersfield, California's Ethan Dotson. Here comes Dotson, the Longhorn car. The capital race car of Joseph Joyner on the speedway as well. Let's see what kind of numbers this Bakersfield, California driver puts on the scoreboard. Broke a track record at Magnolia a couple of weeks ago and took the $20,000 home with him from the cotton picking. Let's see what kind of digits that 74 car, the Longhorn car, puts on the scoreboard this time by. First lap around. 2nd quick, 13,138. Here comes Joyner. Top of the board, 12.915 for Joseph Joyner, the Capital Race car. If Joyner gets any faster this time by, he'll remain in the number one spot. So it's Joyner, Guston, the Reaper, and Ethan Dotson, your top three right now in qualifying. Your next two coming our way will be Shreveport, Louisiana's Clayton Stuckey, the Black Diamond race car with the Clements power on the hood, and fly-in Brian Rickman. He comes to us from Columbus, Mississippi, a Rocket XR1 car with J. Dickens power. That should be your next two. I see Stuckey down on pit road. Dad Ronnie Stuckey there giving him some advice. Yes, they should be the next car to the Speedway. Rickman sits right behind him in that Rocket XR1. Checking the racetrack down in turn 1 and 2 for debris. Making sure everything's okay there. As Stuckey and Rickman sit ready to roll, he headed our way here in just a moment. Beautiful night for racing here at Whynot Motorsports Park. Tell you what, we have been blessed with good weather here. And we're blessed with all you race fans that came out to be with us as well. So couldn't happen without you, the fans, and the racers and the pit crews that's in the pits. And here they come, race fans. Clayton Stuckey and Brian Rickman. There's Stuckey, the Lucas Oil-sponsored Black Diamond race car, and the 90 car, the XR1 car of Rickman, the advanced logistics car. Green is up. Stuckey the first one by. Here comes Flying Brian. And the digits are 7th quick, 13.371 for Stuckey. Rickman goes to the 5th spot with a 13.284. Let's see if Clay Stuckey's second trip around betters him. Rickman remains 5th. Stuckey remains 8th quick in Group A. Group A. Your next to the Speedway will be the 14 car of the young driver Trey Mills out of St. Augustine, Florida. The Black Diamond race car. There he comes. And it'll be Jeremy Broadus in the 88 car out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Trey Mills, Jeremy Broadus on the Speedway. Trey has a win here at Whynot Motorsports Park with the Hunt the Front Series a couple of races ago. Well, earlier in the year. Mills trips from the 4th spot, 4th quick, 13.167 for the young driver out of St. Augustine, Florida. In the 88 car, be 14th quick, Jeremy Broadus out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Mills remains in the 4th spot so far. And Broadus moves up to 11th with a 13.451. Your next two qualifiers will be the 51B car. That's going to be the young driver Brandon Carpenter out of Coldwater, Mississippi. And Evan Ellis out of Plantersville, Mississippi, the Rocket XR1 J. Dickens powered car as they come to the Speedway. Carpenter also with the J. Dickens power plant on the hood of the 51. Green is up. Here they come. Two young drivers. Two Mississippi drivers there. Coldwater, Mississippi, and Plantersville, Mississippi. Oh, Carpenter in the concrete. 15th quick for Carpenter, 13.949. Ellis will be 11th quick with a 13.428. Let's see if Carpenter can regroup and get a better lap time this time by. 13th quick. Ellis will be 11th quick, 13.428. Carpenter 13th quick, 13.569. As our next cars come to the Speedway, it'll be Corey Hedgecock out of Loudon, Tennessee, the Eagle Race Engines BMF chassis car. And Jason Rick Rickman in the 86 car. He's out of Columbus, another advanced logistics car, Rocket XR1 with J. Dickens power. Let's see what Hedgecock can put on the scoreboard. Loudon, Tennessee's Corey Hedgecock, the BMF chassis, Eagle race engine under the hood. Here he comes for his first lap of qualifying right now. 7th quick, 13.311. Here comes Rick Rickman. He'll be 6th quick, 13.284. Hedgecock, last lap. Top of the board, 12.881 for Corey Hedgecock. And Rick Rickman, 8th quick, 13.295. 2 12-second laps tonight. Hedgecock's got it along with Joyner, but Hedgecock on top of the board with a 12.881. Your next qualifiers will be Brandon Overton, Big Sexy out of Evans, Georgia, the Infinity by Wells, Clements Power 76, and Jason Milam in the 82 car. He'll be out of Guntown, Mississippi. Here comes Big Sexy. Green is in the air. Jason Milam, Guntown driver, in the 82B. The Muscle Factory sponsored Infinity by Wells. 4th quick for Overton. 13.053. Let's see if he can pick it up. $13.032, but he'll remain 4th quick. Here he comes, race fans, out of Four Corners, Mississippi. It's the 54 car, the Raging Rebel, David Brazil. The Rocket XR1 car, J. Dickens powered. And he's got Hohenwald, Tennessee's Oakley Johns right behind him in the C6 car. Another J. Dickens powered car here. The Raging Rebel, David Brazil, heads to the white flag. Let's see his digits on the scoreboard. 8th quick, 13.276. Ninth quick for Brazil, 13.276. John's atop of the board, the C6 car, 12.745. As Jason Heiss comes to the speedway, the 388 car out of Ocala, Florida. And Neil Baggett in the 21 XXX car out of Columbus, Mississippi. Baggett rides in the XR1 car along with the J. Dickens power plant on the hood of that car as well. Neil Baggett, Jackson Heiss, Florida and Mississippi on the speedway. 16th quick for Heiss, 13.411. Baggett goes to the 6th spot with a 13.057. So Baggett 6th quick, 13.057. Still the man to beat is Oakley Johns, the C6 car out of Hohenwald, Tennessee with a 12.745. One more car to go in Group A. That's going to be Zach Mitchell. He's out of Honore, South Carolina. And looks like Chad Thrash will come out as well. I don't know. He's not in this on the sheet here. So we got Chad Thrash in the Rocket XR1, another J. Dickens powered car, the 1C car, the College Park Auto Miller Lite sponsored car. Mitchell, 4th quick, 12.948, Zach Mitchell. Second quick, 12.821 for Mitchell. Thrasher go to the 3rd spot with a 12.859. So Zach Mitchell, Chad Thrash takes 2nd and 3rd qualifying spots in Group A. Oakley Johns, there's your quick qualifier. The C6 car of Hohenwald, Tennessee. He'll pick up the $100 J. Dickens Fast Time Award for Group A. The Zippy Auto Sales Longhorn car takes the number 1 spot in Group A. This group of cars will come back later on tonight. They'll run a 30-lap feature event. Group B coming our way next. Group B coming our way next for their qualifying. The first 2 cars coming out will be Matt Tift. He's out of Cleveland, Ohio. He'll be in the 57T car. And Cameron Weaver, Crossville, Tennessee driver, the 116 car. He'll be in the Leon Henderson Motorsports Longhorn with Jack Cornett power on the hood of the 116 car. So, Oakley Johns, 57 of Mitchell, Thrash, Hedgecock, Joyner, Guston, Overton, Baggett, and Dotson, along with Trey Mills, your top 10 in Group A qualifying. 3 heats coming up for each group tonight. 15 states represented in these super late model cars. 50 of them have signed up to do business here this weekend. We'll see who arrives to the top of the field. It looks like the 57 car, we're ready to roll here as Charles Thrash works down on pit road. Getting the cars ready to go. He's telling them to come on. That'll be the 57 car of Cleveland, Ohio's Matt Tift. There he comes, the Gunk-sponsored car here. And the 116 car, Crossville, Tennessee's Cameron Weaver, the Henderson Motorsports sponsored car. The Longhorn car. The Jack Cornett power on the hood of the L&D Trucking sponsored car as he comes around. Matt Tift coming to the white flag. Let's see the numbers he puts up as the L&D Trucking car of Weaver comes off of turn number 4. Weaver should be the fastest car out of those 2. As our next 2 cars roll out, it's going to be the one-man show, Dennis Erb Jr. at Carpentersville, Illinois, the 28 car. It's a rocket car. Austin Smith will be in the 11S out of Cedartown, Georgia. Dennis Erb Jr. and Austin Smith. Herb crosses, top of the board, 12.946 in the rocket with the Clements power on the hood. Smith will be third quick with a 13.105. Here comes Herb through 3 and 4. Looking at the checkered flag, this time by 12.946. Smith will be a 13.105. Your next 2 cars will come our way. It'll be Hayden Cowan. He's out of Rincon, Georgia, the 14C. And the Thriller, Cade Dillard, out of Robeline, Louisiana, the 97 car, Longhorn. Dillard, 4th quick, 13.332. Cowan, he'll move up to the 4th spot, ahead of Dillard with 13.134. Here comes Dillard. He will remain 5th, 13.332 for the Thriller, Cade Dillard. Your next 2 qualifiers will be Peyton Freeman out of Commerce, Georgia, the F1 car. And the 18 car, Big Boss Ross Campanova out of Marigold, Mississippi. Freeman and Campanova. White flag will be in the air for Freeman. Fifth quick, 13.265. Campanova takes that fifth spot with a 13.232. One more time to the checker, and here comes Freeman. They'll remain the same. Campanova fifth, Freeman will be sixth. Your next two qualifiers will be Blaze Burwell. He's out of Mount Vernon, Illinois in the 44 car. And Keith Hammett in the 29 out of Brooklyn, Arkansas. Burwell and Hammett on the speedway. White flag waves for the 44 car. He'll go fourth quick. Burwell 13.112. Hammett goes to the second spot in the 29 with a 13.034. See where Burwell ends up. He'll remain fifth quick. And Hammett will be in the second spot with that 13.034. Here comes a previous winner here at the Fall Classic. He comes to us out of Hampton, Georgia, the 12 car of Air Force Ashton Winger. And the 33 car of Hope, Florida's Colton Leyendecker. Winger and Leyendecker on the speedway right now. The Rocket XR1 car of Winger. Under the stripe. Let's see what kind of numbers Air Force puts on this board. Top of the board, 12.802. Winger top the board. Leyendecker eighth quick with a 13.193. Let's see if Winger picks it up this time around. He'll remain top of the board with that 12.802. And Leyendecker eighth with a 13.193. Your next two qualifiers will be the B1 car out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. It'll be Brent Larson and the 157 car of Winfield, Tennessee's the Winfield Warrior himself, Mike Marler. Brent Larson, Mike Marler on the speedway. Marler, a previous winner here at the Fall Classic. Larson down the back straightaway. Here comes Marler. Larson through 3 and 4. White flag waves in the air for Larson. Ooh, Mike Marler. Marler goes to the third spot with 13.014. As our next two head our way, it'll be Winchester, Tennessee's Jaden Frame in the 81 car. And Jamie Boland right up the road here in Cuba, Alabama, in the Track Star race cars, Vic Hill powered 232. There's Boland. There comes the 81 car of Frame. Jaden Frame there, the 81. Jaden Frame, Boland crosses. Lost our timing here on the screen. So the next two cars out on the speedway will be Hindman's, Pennsylvania's Drake Troutman in the 58. And Uncle T, Tyler Erb, he'll be in the one car. He's out of New Waverly, Texas, the Rocket car. There's Uncle T, the Best Motorsports, First Class Septic sponsored Rocket XR1. Drake Troutman, Hindman, Pennsylvania driver. 58 car. That's a Big Frog Motorsports car, I believe. Here comes Uncle T. Second quick for Troutman in the 58 car. 12.842. And Uncle T goes to the third. No, that was Dennis. Uncle T. And your next qualifiers coming our way will be the double O car. Tyler Dietz. He's out of Saxonburg, Pennsylvania. And the Georgia Bulldog himself, Shane Clanton, the former winner here at the Fall Classic out of Zebulon, Georgia. There's the 25 of Clanton. Capital race car. White flag in the air for Tyler Dietz. Clanton 10th quick. 13.150. $13.119 for Dietz in the 0-0 car. As our next two qualifiers come our way, it'll be the 31 car. That's going to be Mark Dotson. He's out of Caledonia, Mississippi. And Mr. Excitement himself, Spencer Hughes. He comes to us out of Causeyville, Mississippi, the 19M car, the Yellowhammer Motorsports car. Spencer, Clyburn Tank Lines, Neon Bubbles, car wash sponsored car. Home track here at Whynot Motorsports Park. He's picked up the Fall Classic win here before. He did it in 2022. So, still your top 10, Winger, Troutman, Herb Jr., Marlow, Hammett, Weaver, Smith, Burwell, Dates, and Cowan. As your next car comes our way, it'll be the 97 car. That's going to be Cody Overton, Thompson, Georgia driver. And Hunter Lewis in the 7 car. He comes to us out of Hurley, Mississippi. Little sexy Cody Overton there, the 97, the Molly-sponsored TriStar car. .14 quick for Cody, 13.201. And Hunter Lewis. Here comes the 212 car. That's going to be Florence, Alabama's Josh Putnam. Josh Putnam in the 212 car. He should be your final qualifier in Group number B, Group B. XR1 Rocket Pro Power under the hood of the 212 car of Putnam. Six quick for the 212 driver, 13.09.82. So your top 10 of Group B, Winger gets the J. Dickens $100 fast time of Group B. Troutman, Herb Jr., your top 3. And qualifying coming our way. Coming our way next will be the MD Metals. Great Racing USA late models coming our way next. So, heat races will be next for these gentlemen. Three heats in each group. Set the field for the main events coming up here in just a moment. All right, Mr. Creighton, MD Metals.
It is time for some Great Racing USA late model qualifying. You got that sheet. All right, 604s. Y'all should be lined up, ready to go. We got 2 group qualifyings here. 47 entries. And I ain't going to do nowhere near as good a job as you do, I promise you. That's that experience. I'm still a greenhorn over here. I'm still a young gun. I have one day. All right. So if you hadn't grabbed anything at the concession stands, go ahead and go grab you something. Get you that ice cold Coca-Cola as we get ready for the MD Medals. Great late model qualifying. Then we'll have prayer national anthem, and we'll get ready for some heat races. I know y'all are ready for that. First one out the door out of Brandon, Mississippi. It's Jason Henry in the number 10 machine. And second out the gate, it's going to be the 8 machine of Tyler Owens. Driver comes to us out of Calhoun, Louisiana. And the green flag. Henry takes it off into turn number 2 into the back stretch for lap number 1. Tyler Owens in the 8 machine. Keep our eye on him. And Jason Henry, first time around, a 13.942. Tyler Owens, a 14.501. Henry already back around for his second qualifying lap. He'll pass the checkered flag. And Henry improves to a 13.681 the second time by. The 8 machine of Tyler Owens improves as well, a 13.963 for the Calhoun, Louisiana driver. Out the gate next at the 14 machine out of Raymond, Mississippi, it's Dale Young. And the 27 out of Decatur, Mississippi, is Chris McAhaney in the MD Metals machine. Green flag is out. Dale Young is on the clock along with McAhaney. Sounds like a little snap, crackle, popping coming out of the 14. Might not necessarily be up to speed here. Dale Young crosses for lap 1, 14.852. And McAhaney gets a 13.824. That'll put him second on the speed chart. And the checkered flag. Young, a 14.762, and McAhaney that time a 13.729. So he sits second. It's still 13.681 the time to beat. Out next is going to be Thrash, Nick Thrash out of Meridian, Mississippi in the Lightning Storm 2.0. And the Bridge City, Texas driver, Corey Neal Jr., piloting the 7 machine. Corey Neal crosses the start-finish line. There's that 7 car. First class septic on the back of that machine. And Nick Thrash takes the top spot, 13.370. Corey Neal, a 13.860. 880. There you go. And Thrash does not improve that time. He's got the top spot. And Corey Neal Jr. now has the top spot, a 13.177. Lap number 2, he's able to pick up about a 7/10 difference there. Cal McMahon in the 45 out of Mount Vernon, Illinois. And it's Austin Morris out of Foley, Alabama in the 5.7. Here's the 45, McMahon. He'll cross the start-finish line, up to 6th on the speed chart at 14.070. And Austin Morris backs it up with a 14.203. They sit side by side, 6th and 7th. And the 45 crosses the start-finish line. Both of them still side by side. 14.762. Nope, 14.203 and a 14.051 there. So Cal Mahan able to hold that 6th spot. Austin Morris in the 7th. Austin Franklin in that double deuce machine. And that's Riley Sheedy in the G4. We're now on the clock. Riley Sheedy in the G4. He'll take the white flag. And Sheedy moves up to the 5th position. And Franklin now takes over that 5 spot. Now he's in 5th. Austin Franklin out of Montevideo, Alabama. Riley Sheedy out of French Camp, Mississippi. Riley now finds himself 3rd on the speed chart. Franklin stays in the 6th spot. With Neal Jr., Thrash, Sheedy, Henry, and McElhaney in your top 5. There's the 84 machine. Randall Beckwith out of Kilmichael, Mississippi. And it's Matt Henderson out of Lenore City, Tennessee in the 2-2. Beckwith on the screen there. Stream graphics on the front of that race car. Green flag for Beckwith. Henderson takes the green flag as well. Let's see how much speed is in that 84 machine. Randall Beckwith takes the white flag. Beckwith 10th on the speed chart. Here comes the 22 of Henderson. He takes the 6th spot. That'll move Franklin down. Henderson a 13.789 that time. Here's Beckwith one more time. Beckwith not improving on that lap. And Matt Henderson stays in the same spot as well. So a 13.177, the time to beat. We got Ben Davis rolling out on the speedway at Poplarville, Mississippi in the 47 Billy Riles machine. And then it's the 32 of Cam Harris out of Columbus, Mississippi. Ben Davis, top 5 finisher in the national points. Takes the green flag along with Cam Harris. Hearing a lot about this young man in the 32 machine. Here's the white flag for Ben Davis. Ben Davis finds himself in the 11th position. Cam Harris now in the 7th position, a 13.877 for Cam Harris.